Today, I'm going to read the first chapter of Frog and Toad All Year. But before I start reading, let's review some vocabulary and some tips on pronunciation. The first tip is that it is much easier to say clothes instead of clothes. If you want to say clothes, that's fine. This is just a tip to help you say clothes faster. Tip number 2, instead of saying winter, we soften the T and say winter. And again, if you want to say winter, that's fine. But when you're trying to speak fast, you might find it easier to say winter. Now let's look at these tips and remember, repeat after me. Close the window, close the door, winter close. Close the window, close the door, winter close. Winter clothes. Winter clothes. I do not have any winter clothes. I do not have any winter clothes. Close the window, close the door. I do not have any winter clothes. Now let's try some phrases where we connect the sounds. Remember, I'm using glottal stops and flap T's. And please repeat after me. Pushed a coat down over the top. Pushed a coat down over the top. Pulled snow pants up over the bottom. Pulled snow pants up over the bottom. Bottom. Put a hat and scarf on. 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 They tramped through the snow. They tramped through the snow. Sled. Sled. You sit in front. You sit in front. You sit in front. You sit in front. I will sit right behind you. Sit right behind you. I will sit right behind you. You. I will sit right behind you. Frog fell off the sled. Fell off the sled. Toad rushed past trees and rocks. Rushed past. Toad rushed past trees and rocks. There are 2 correct ways to say this word: leapt or leaped. You decide. Toad leaped over a snowbank. Leaped, leapt. Toad leapt over a snowbank. Toad leapt over a snowbank. Toad leaped over a snowbank. We can ride. We can ride a sled better than anybody. We can ride a sled better than anybody. We can ride a sled better than anybody. Do you remember onomatopoeia? These are words that describe a sound effect, like boom, bang, bang, thud, thud, plop, plop. These are words that go together, so let's connect them. Pulled Toad out of the snow. He pulled Toad out of the snow. Out of the snow. He pulled Toad out of the snow. Winter may be beautiful, but bed is much better better. Winter may be beautiful, but bed is much better. Frog and Toad All Year by Arnold Lobel. Down the hill. Frog knocked at Toad's door. "Toad, wake up!" he cried. "Come out and see how wonderful the winter is." "I will not," said Toad. "I am in my warm bed." "Winter is beautiful," said Frog. "Come out and have fun." "Blah," said Toad. "I do not have any winter clothes." Frog came into the house. "I have brought you some things to wear," he said. Frog pushed a coat down over the top of Toad. Frog pulled snow pants up over the bottom of Toad. He put a hat and scarf on Toad's head. "Help!" cried Toad. "My best friend is trying to kill me." "I am only getting you ready for winter," said Frog. Frog and Toad went outside. They tramped through the snow. "We will ride down this big hill on my sled," said Frog. "Not me," said Toad. "Do not be afraid," said Frog. "I will be with you on the sled. It will be a fine, fast ride. Toad, you sit in front. I will sit right behind you." The sled began to move down the hill. "Here we go," said Frog. There was a bump. Frog fell off the sled. Toad rushed past trees and rocks. "Frog, I am glad that you are here," said Toad. Toad leapt over a snowbank. Toad leaped over a snowbank. "I could not steer the sled without you, Frog," he said. "You are right. Winter is fun." A crow flew nearby. "Hello, Crow!" shouted Toad. "Look at Frog and me. We can ride a sled better than anybody in the world." "But Toad," said the crow, "you are alone on the sled." Toad looked around. He saw that Frog was not there. "I am all alone!" screamed Toad. Bang! The sled hit a tree. Thud! The sled hit a rock. Plop! The sled dived into the snow. Frog came running down the hill. He pulled Toad out of the snow. "I saw everything," said Frog. "You did very well by yourself." "I did not," said Toad. "But there is one thing that I can do all by myself." "What is that?" asked Frog. "I can go home," said Toad. "Winter may be beautiful, but bed is much better."